Just give me a couple more minutes, chat. We're just getting started up. Alright, chat. I think we're all good to go. How we all doing? Hope we doing good. Doing good vibes. So, probably gonna wait a little bit before we start. But today here on the stream, you guys voted on this. I say you guys, there was only 2 people voting, but that's fine. I put up a poll Thursday to see what stream y'all wanted to see, and one of the options happened to be a tier list stream. So we're doing a tier list stream, chat. And we are going to be ranking pride flags. One thing I want to make very clear, I am ranking them totally based on design. I don't care if you're any of these. I actually do not give 2 flying fucks. My opinion of your flag is not based on you, it is based on how shitty it looks and how embarrassed I would be if I had to carry that thing around. So I feel for some of y'all, but also some of y'all got it good. Don't care about any of that, okay? It's gonna be totally design based because I'm an art student. Some of these I'm not gonna be familiar with. I actually had to Google a bunch of them because I was looking over this tier list, and my brother saw me looking over it, and he didn't know any of them, and neither did I. I had to look up so many things. And I still don't know half of these. I might not. Some of these I even Googled and I've totally forgotten about. So, again, nothing to do with y'all, nothing to do with the alignment themselves. This is just, if your flag looks good, you got it good. If it looks like shit, I feel for you. Because I'm gonna get real passionate about this too. Because some of these look like shit, and then everyone tries to defend it because the vexillology. I don't give a fuck. You can make something You can make something that makes sense and looks good. You don't have to make some of these, right? Some of these did not turn out good, and y'all gotta start admitting that to yourselves. Probably gonna take a couple more minutes. So let me get my thoughts together. Y'all can drink some water, get some snacks, because y'all gonna sit in and y'all gonna hear me do nothing but talk, and it's gonna be great. Y'all thought my opinions were gonna be shit? They might. I'll be honest, they might. But this is totally on me. I did see the one from Kwite from like a year ago where he ranked these, and my mother and I talked about ranking mint chocolate chip candy a while ago. So half inspired by Kwite, half inspired by my mama. Shout out to my mama. I think that's it. Yeah, I've about clarified all I want to clarify. I'm just gonna wait for like a couple more people, cause, or just just a few, just like a little bit longer, just in case. You just never know. But here's all the ones we're gonna be ranking. I made sure to get the tier list with the labels at the bottom, because otherwise I'm gonna see some of these and be like, who is this? But yeah, we got some like, yeah, just got as many as I could. I don't know if there's an updated list anywhere. I don't know if there's more. Actually, no, I do know. There's definitely more. There's always more. But we're not gonna do. I guess we're not gonna do every single one. But we're gonna do as many as we can. And this is all the ones that appear on this tier list. So sorry if yours doesn't pop up. But also, you might not want to hear my opinion about yours because yours might look like shit. Some of these just do. Some of these just do. And also, I do know there are some alternative versions of these flags that look better. I would know, because of course I would. But in general, we're gonna rank the ones that appear here. If there are better ones, I can maybe do a redo of this somewhere down the line. But we're gonna do the ones right here. So sorry if I'm using one that is outdated. Womp womp. I'll fix that later. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to worry about the ones I see in front of my face, and we're going to rank them totally based on their design. Nothing about their vexillology. I don't want to hear anything about that. Everything about how good they look. Alright? We ready? We ready to go, chat? I think we ready. It's 1:06. Alright. Welcome back, me. Welcome back. Now, let's actually get started this time, because I keep saying that I'm going to get started and then I don't. Let's get started. First things first, the watermelon flag. I actually don't remember what abrosexual means. I'm going to be real honest with y'all. But this is just iconic, right? This is the watermelon flag. Right. So I think it doesn't look bad. I like the greens and the reds down here. I think like the white in the middle separates them pretty well. I think maybe if the pink white here, white right here, the pink part like right here, if just that little line, the fourth one, was like a little bit brighter, it could be better. But in general, abrosexual flag, I'm gonna give it a solid A. It's a good flag. I like it. And y'all can joke about it being the watermelon flag, but it does look really good. And you know what? I like watermelon, so no judgment here. No judgment here. Straight A tier. The Achillean flag. A little bit off the wall. I think this was... Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of flags that have like a symbol in the middle, and most of them don't really do it that well. But I like the little green flower right here. I think it's the lime blossom, if I remember correctly. No, it's probably some other green. I don't remember. Or maybe it's cabbage. I'm silly. Might not chat much. I do not have many opinions on this subject. Fair enough. I'm just a nerd for if it looks cool. But honestly, a Killian flag, I think that's a solid, like, it's like in the cusp of A and B, because it's definitely not bad. I think it could use a little more substance, but it's simple, it's nice. It has the little green thing in the middle, I quite like that. We're gonna put it, yeah, we're gonna put it on high B. We're gonna put it high B tier. Might change it to like low A tier later, but I think high B tier fits it well. Like as we go along, I'm probably gonna move some stuff around because like some of these things I'm gonna put in one category, and then I'm gonna look at it like next to something else in there, and I'll be like, maybe it doesn't belong in there. All right, moving on, moving on. These two, I'm gonna rank these two together because they're basically the same flag. Okay, no, they're not. They're the same flag with like different colors here. Okay. Agoromantic, agosexual, they're getting put in a solid C tier. I like the idea of like the triangle intercepting it. It's not done that well. Okay, it's not done that well. Actually, hang on, chat. Because I just realized their tier list only has up to D. I'm gonna add an F tier. Because there are some flags in here that are gonna get an F tier, and I'm gonna show y'all which ones real quick. And y'all ain't gonna forget them either. I will have very strong opinions about some of these flags. But anyway, these two, low C tier. Because it's the triangle thing. Like, I like the idea, but I just don't think it looks that great. I think, like, if you look at it long enough, you kind of get used to it, but I'm trying to be, like, as unbiased as possible, which is a little hard, because some of these just, like, I take one look at them, like, oh, they look good, and then I kind of keep that opinion, and then I look at them a little longer, and I'm like, oh, they're shit, or the other way around. These ones, it's like if you look at them long enough, you might get used to them, but in general, if I like had to wave these around, I'd be a little embarrassed, I'm not gonna lie. I'd make something better. No, I wouldn't. I could try, though. I'd do, like, redesigning pride flags someday. Or maybe I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that. Alright, agender flag. This one's solid. I like this one, actually. I think it goes in a solid A tier. I like the green in the middle. It's like some of the other flags I've seen down here, where like are there any other flags that do that? Actually, I can't remember. But like they have the color in the middle, and they kind of have like the grayscale outside. I really like that. It looks nice. I think. I also am just a sucker for like this shade of green next to grayscale, or this like shade of any color next to grayscale. I'm just a sucker for it. That would just be my biases. But again, this tier list is my bias, so you guys don't worry about it. Anyway, agender flag, solid A. I think like probably like middle A, probably closer to like higher up A. We'll change things around as we go. But for now, it's gonna stay up here. Hey, Mom. It's a nice green, yeah. It is a nice green. If I could zoom into it, I would. But you guys can probably see it pretty well from where I am. Alright. Next one. This one... No. Solid D tier. I need it. I don't like it. It clashes too much with itself. Like, first of all, this purple and this, like, indigo-ish, this blurple right here, they're a little too similar. I don't really like that. And it's interjected by this bright-ass line of cyan. Looks like shit. And then you just have, like, the black on the bottom here. Which, like, I guess some other flags do that pretty well, but not this one. Not really this one. It's like someone only had, like, the first stripe and then the third and the fourth, and then they were like, shit, these two blend in too much. And instead of like looking at the blurple right here and being like, let's make it darker, or let's make it more blue, they just decided to, fuck it, cross in with a big ass line of cyan right up here. That's what it looks like. It's mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all could have done better. Y'all could have done better. I would not. I would not. Alright, moving on. Oh, blurple. Yep, blurple. Indigo does not sound right. I like blurple. Y'all gonna hear me say that a lot, Chad. Alright, next one, straight ally. I like this one. I like this flag, but I don't think it gets as high as some of these. Like, I feel like it would be like a mid-B tier, because it looks good, but I think other flags look better. That's the thing. I do like the like triangle in the middle, because it's like kind of like an A. I do like that. Pretty good aspect design. This is one of the ones I think does like the triangle interception right. Like these two, it's just kind of distracting. Or I don't know if distracting's the right word, but it just doesn't. It looks like it was like shoved in there. This one looks like it was like gently placed on top. That seems right. Oh yeah, I didn't know how to flag. Yay. We're nice sometimes. You guys can get one flag. But yeah, I quite like this one. I like the like interjection with the colors. I think that's another thing too, because it like intercepts the colors, or like it intercepts the black and white stripes with the colors themselves. Unlike these ones, which could just kind of like reverse the colors, and it kind of looks funky. This one, it's like whenever you take a, like when you have like one of those drawings where like you put something over it and the picture like shifts, or it like just changes its color scale. It's something like that, and I don't hate it. I like it. I don't think it's as good as like some of these flags, but I don't hate it. I also do think that like there's a lot going on in it, so that might be why it kind of brings it down a little bit. But I don't know how else you'd simplify this, and I think it looks good as is. So like if anyone has a simplified version, don't be afraid to share it. But also I don't hate this one. I don't think I'd replace it. You know. Alright, next one. Androgen. I hope I pronounced that right. It's not bad. I think it's a solid C tier. It's definitely above these ones, but I think it's a solid C tier. Mostly because I think it's the blue, honestly. Hang on, Chad. I have a bit of a dry throat. But anyway. This one, I think it's the blue that kind of throws me off, because it kind of, it's vibrant. I think the colors work well together. I just feel, it's just something about the blue. It's like this shade of like hot pink's fine. This shade of purple's fine, but like this blue, I feel like it could have been like maybe closer on the purple scale, maybe. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel right. I wouldn't mind seeing this at a parade. But I just think there's got to be a way that someone can do it better. And I can't think of how someone would be able to do it better. Like some of these feel like there's like it's good that they're simple, but then there's ones like these that are like it's like too simple. Like it feels like there should be more, right? So we're gonna put that one high C. Like the drink. But that like on the cusp of low B. We might move it to low B later. But for now we're gonna leave it at high C. Alright. And just sexual. I don't like this one. This one is low D. Maybe not as low as this one. Or actually no, definitely lower than that one. I don't like the brown in the middle. I don't like that. Cause it's like you got the like bright pastel colors and that's cool and all, and you could have done like a pastel brown, but no, it's just straight brown. Could have done like a maybe an orange or something, cause brown is just like dark orange, right? So you could have done like another pastel color, and instead you just threw brown. So where did you even get that from? I'm not gonna look up the vexology, because then I'm gonna feel bad about saying this. But it feels like it was just slapped in there, and it doesn't look good. It sure looks like ass. It's like you had one job. You had one job, and it was another pastel color. Keep the theme. Do like a nice orange in the middle or something, right? No, just brown. Random bit of brown. I don't know where it came from. You could have also like made the sides a little more vibrant, and I think it would have made it like at least a low C tier. But no, it's pastels, and then just brown. I don't get who thought of that. Who actually thought of this? Cause you's a bitch. Not gonna lie. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from that one. A poor agender. This one, I'm gonna say high C tier. High C tier. Actually, no, it's probably gonna be behind that one because I couldn't tell you what the problem with this one is, but I could tell you the problem with this one. The bright yellow. It's the bright yellow. It's always the bright ass color. Y'all don't know how to do pastels and brights. When you have pastel colors, you keep to the pastel colors. Unless there's a good way you can put in a vibrant color without it like blending in to the pastel colors, because when it blends in, then there's no point of it being vibrant and it looks silly, right? You don't put a bright ass semi-pastel yellow in the middle of totally pastel purple, totally pastel pink, and totally pastel blue. That looks like shit. It doesn't look good. The reason that I don't think it's as bad as some of these is because it kind of works. I think like the semi-pastel isn't as bad as it could have been. Like if they went totally vibrant, I think it would have looked even more stupid. And it just doesn't look as stupid as some of these do. But it's still a problem that I think should be solved. Like you could have just made the middle like white or something. Or like a much lighter yellow, like an off-white. I think that would have been cool. Or like again, maybe an orange would have looked good too. But no. Assuming we're gonna keep it yellow, like just a more pastel yellow, something that is like off-white. Could have been good, but you missed out on it, and it's high C tier, or sorry, mid C tier. And it's probably not going to move from this spot. I might even... No, I'm not going to put it lower. It's good right there. Alright, next flag, which I absolutely adore, Arrow Ace. I love this guy. This guy's going straight to S tier. This is going to be our first S tier of the night, chat. First S tier of the night in alphabetical order. Because it works. Alright? It works. It used to like confuse me a lot because I remember seeing an Arrow Ace flag and it was just like these two combined and it didn't look bad. And then like one day somebody just decided to make this and it like I was like, what? Okay, buddy, you didn't need to do that. But you know what? This works. This looks cool. I like this one. And the best part about it is that it's really subtle. You could have it as like a little patch on a piece of clothing and like it could just be for the vibe, it could just be for the design, or it could just be that that's your pride flag and nobody will know. Unless you're at a pride parade, someone's going to recognize this. But Irrelevant. Airways S tier, yeah. First S tier of the night, absolutely deserved. Gorgeous thing. Gorgeous thing. It's a nice sunset. It's even called the Sunset Airways flag, or like a sunset flag or something. It's a nice sunset over like a beach after a long day of a vacation. I love it. Absolutely adored. Works so well. Brings tears to my eyes, this one. Alright. Finally, we're going to move on to some better ones than some of these. The aromantic and asexual flags. This one. High A tier. High A tier. It's okay, shut up. This kid. But high A tier for this one. I might be biased. I'm starting to realize I might be biased towards greens and yellows. But I like the green here. And like I said with this one, I like the grayscale next to the green. And I think the shade of green here is absolutely perfect for that. Like this is a nice flag. And I like that it's 5-stripe too. Because as we'll get to the asexual one, I like this flag, but it's low A tier. Because, first of all, you had the aromantic flag right there. You could have done like a similar thing, like the purple on the bottom and there's like a light purple. It's a nice looking flag. It's a really nice flag. But it could have been like the aromantic flag. And I like the aromantic flag. Aromantic should be S. It is a very high A tier. I think that's respectable. I like this color scheme. So true it should be. Okay. Shut up. You're biased. No, I'm kidding. Alright, should be D. Get out! Okay, alright. I didn't think having two chatters, I didn't think you guys would have wrong opinions, but you do, apparently. I can't believe I have to fight you guys. I'm not fighting you guys on the Airways flag. I'm not fighting y'all on the aromantic one either. I put this one in A tier, because our high A tier. Let's not forget high A tier, because there are just some that are arguably and objectively better. Just so y'all know. This would, but if these were like all of the flags we had, this would have been an S tier. But it's not. There are just some that are just objectively better. And so this one feels like a high A tier is respectable. And the asexual being a low A tier, I also think is respectable. Just because it would be a really simple fix, and nobody's done it. And that's just bullshit. Don't like that. Why can't we all just get along and agree to disagree? You're telling me Arrowway should be in D tier. I'm not listening to you. Get out. Get out. Nah, we agree to disagree. It's funny to disagree with others. See? The comedic prose in being so passionate about something that otherwise doesn't matter is hilarious. It's objectively funny. That's why I'm doing this. Because I think it's funny. And also because I'm a nerd, chat. I'm a nerd. Alright, we're gonna move on from the Arrow Ace scandal. We're gonna move on to bigender flag. This one, it's okay. I think it's a like a mid B tier. Mostly because it works out really well until you get to blue. Until you get to the little blue part. For some reason, like, the fade from purple to pink here, like, blends in really well. Yeah, let's rate mints. We're not on that yet. We'll rate mints another stream, Mom. We'll do it another stream. Promise. But anyway, I think, like, the transition from the purple here to the pink here is, like, so unnoticeable, and it looks really good. And then the transition from the purple here to the vibrant as blue right here is not good. I like that one, but it reminds me of a baby's rip. Actually, that's kind of... that's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say, but go on. It kind of does actually. Yeah, it's like a baby's room. This feels like a like what you'd have at a gender reveal. This is like what's on top of the cake at the gender reveal, and then you cut into it, and it's like either pink or blue. But I think like if this purple down here were just like a light, like you just like color of fuck what do they call it? If you just hue shift it, right? If you hue shift it to blue, so like a shade of blue, I think it would have worked. But it's just like or closer to a shade of blue to where it's like still purple, but like blue. That would work. I feel like that would work better. It's just someone threw the ball at the last fucking moment. So, who knows? Who cares? It's mid B tier. Not getting any better than that. Moving on. Alright. Bisexual flag. It's the same. It's not bad. It's not bad. But I think it could be better. Or actually, I think it could be better. I feel like it's another flag that, like, feels a little too oversimplified. Like, it looks good. It looks good. I would not be mad if I had to wave this at a parade. But I just feel like if there was a stripe, if it was a 5-stripe flag, I feel like it would be better. B, yeah. Mid B tier. Closer to, like, lower range, but generally mid B tier. Because I just feel like if it were a 5-stripe flag, it would work a little better. Like, you could even do, like, you can even keep, like, the thin stripe of purple in here, and then have, like, an even thinner stripe of, like, a blurple, and then a thin stripe of, like, purple going to pink right here, and it would look good. It would look, like, way better. But as it stands, it is, like, low B tier. For sure. Or, no, not low B tier, but, like, mid B tier going to low. It feels deserved. It feels like a deserved place. This one, cast gender. I know this one because I used to identify with this one back when I was in early high school. I don't anymore. But I remember the first time I saw this, and I immediately thought, I don't want to have this at a parade. This one, maybe not as low as some of them, but I feel like it belongs like right here in D tier. It sucks. It's actual, like, first of all, pitch fucking black up here. Pitch fucking black. Next to the extremely, undoubtedly pastel and desaturized colors right here. It feels like almost the rest of this flag is totally invisible while you're looking at, like, the black bar up here. That is some shit. Second of all, this is a really weird shade of yellow to be going with, but okay, whatever. And then you have the bright green towards the bottom. Don't like that. Don't like that with the rest of these colors. Look, no. Absolutely not. Shit. And then down here, it looks blue. It looks like a blue, but I can't tell whether it's a blue or a gray. But I really think that it's blue because I feel like if this turned gray, it would be way more obvious to tell. Like, I think if this were white, if the black up here was white instead, this would have gotten at least like a mid C tier. Maybe towards higher end. But as it stands, this shit looks ass. I hate this. Get a different shade of green, turn the black bar up here white, and get a different shade of yellow, because that looks weird. I don't know. Don't like, yeah. Don't like this one. Not a big fan. Not a very big fan. Mid D tier it goes. And it probably would be low D tier, but again, it's like the aromantic one where there's just others that are like objectively better. It's this one is like others are objectively worse, but I can't put it any higher than mid D tier. Could not put it any higher than that. Now this one, This one has the exact opposite problem. I have no clue what this one is, but this one has like the exact opposite problem. I'm gonna put it down for a second, but it's not staying there. It has the exact opposite problem of this one, to where it's like it could have been good, but you fucked it up somehow, and it's like I had words ready for this one, but I can't seem to recall what my words were gonna be. But it feels like it's just this one, but if somebody like half listened to the advice I gave earlier and just like threw it all together. Like like you could have easily moved the white bar up here and then had it fade to yellow and then into this green and then into this black, and I think it would have been fine. But as it stands, low C tier. Because why the order? Why the order of the colors? It would have been so much easier. And I don't think any of the vexillology would have had to change at all if you'd have just taken this white stripe and put it up here. Put it up here, because then you'd have everything in color order. You got, bright white, and then into yellow, and then into green, and then into black. And it would have been okay. It would have gotten at least like a low mid B tier. No, they just shoved the white bar like in between the green and the black. It looks stupid. It does not look right. There is something about it that does not look right, and I think it's that. But we've had so many examples of like of flags not doing the pastel part well, and I think we're moving on to the first example that actually does do it well. The cupiosexual and cupio-romantic flag is like what the cast-gender flag was trying to go for, and then completely forgot to brighten up the black. But this flag, solid, let's say high up B tier. Maybe not past Achillean, but definitely high up B tier. Because they could have easily fucked it up like some of the other flags on here and just made this bar up here black. But they made it gray. And so it fits with everything else. It looks desaturated. It looks nice. This is what I'm talking about, chat. This is what I'm talking about. If you're gonna do some desaturated color, either make everything else fit or do a fade into like something vibrant or something black. Don't just like slap a black bar somewhere and expect it to work. Because this is how you do it. This is how you do the flag. It looks like they made the entire flag to be super vibrant and then we're like, maybe let's tone all of it down. So they toned all of it down. And it looks great. I like it. It's high B tier because, again, it's just some others are like objectively better. But I like this. After seeing like flags like these two, can't get enough of this one. Love it. Alright, demi-androgynon. Mid-C. I'd put it like right here. Because I am a sucker for the grayscale, but I'm only a sucker for grayscale if it's also with monochrome. This middle part is not monochrome. That is like 3 totally separate colors that you slapped in the middle of grayscale. I do have to give credit for holding off on putting black, because it seems like all of these bars have like some black stripes somewhere in them. Some of them do it good, some of them it sucks. But I have to give credit where credit's due. There is no black on here, so good job everyone for finally holding back on that. But I do think that maybe if the middle... I was going to say maybe if it were desaturated, but no, I don't think so. I think it, like, the way it pops is pretty nice. I also just feel like maybe if the gray bars were, like, slightly lighter here. Maybe if the gray here was just, like, slightly lighter, it could work a little better. But again, like, I like how the middle pops. It's just that it pops with 3 different colors, so it doesn't look great. Like, maybe if you had, like, the whole bar of purple right here, and then the pink and the blue here were, like, thinner, and then the outside was like lighter, like a light gray, and then a light gray right here. And same thing for the top part. I feel like that would have been good. That would have been pretty cool. But it's not. But I do like the effort. So we're gonna put it right here. I like it. Yeah. It's not too shabby. It's not too bad. Definitely is like mid C tier-esque. In fact, we might put it a little higher. We'll put it a little higher. Alright, moving on. Actually, while we're on the topic of holding back on the black, all of the demi-gender flags, congrats guys. Congrats, you also did the same thing. All of these flags. I like these. I will have to pick favorites though. Because some of these it works. Like I said, I prefer the grayscale when it's grayscale and then monochrome. Just one color. Could be different shades of the color, but just one color slapped in there, right? I'm gonna do these three together because they're basically the same. I'm gonna say all of these low B tier, very good. I say low B tier because I still think the outside could have been lighter and it could have made the middle like pop a little more. Why do y'all need so many flags? Who knows? I don't. There's a lot of us. There's just a lot of us. And it's great for me because I get to rank them. I think these work pretty well. I am a little biased on the side of yellow because I like yellow. I like yellow and monochrome. I'm a sucker for it. But I do think that if you just made like this gray bar right here, like the same light gray right here, and then made this light gray right here like a lighter shade of gray, I think it could have worked a little better. But I like these as it stands. I wouldn't hate these. I don't hate on these. The demi-fluid flag, I think low A tier because I love the gradient. This would be an ass to draw, but I think it looks really good. I like the little gradient. I love it. I'm a sucker for that too. Again, same issue with these. I think the outside gray parts could have been lighter, and so like the middle would pop out more. It would be more vibrant. But in general, just in general on par, it goes low A, at least. Alright, moving on. These two I'm also going to rank at the same time. Demi-romantic, demisexual, high B tier. High B tier flags. Should be S. Actually, I wouldn't fight that. But I would fight on low A. It's low A. Unless you're talking about these ones. I would also not fight on them being S, but I do think high B is respectable. Because they're good flags. I like the triangle here. I like the middle point right here. It's kind of like a laser shooting out, and I think that's really fun. But it's kind of like the other ones where I feel like if there were just a little... The demi-fluid should be... Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I won't fight you on that. But I will say low A for those. But anyway, I just feel like if they had like just a little bit, like a light green, like on the sides here, a really thin bar of lime green, just slightly outlining the green right here. Same thing with the purple over here, just like a light purple on the sides. That would have been so cool. That would have been like high A, low S tier material. But they didn't do that. They just kept it simple with the line in the middle. And that's fine. But I think it's high B. High B material, for sure. Do not have much of a problem with these. I also do like the triangle in the middle. I think this was the first flag I ever saw that like dealt with a triangle in the flag. So you know what? Great, great ground setter. This is a great standard for like how you should put a triangle in a pride flag. Thank you for standing up to these motherfuckers down here. Alright. Diameric. This feels like it was trying to be the Achillean flag. I will say high C tier. Because there's just one issue. Make your pastels and your vibrance work. And make your pastels and your dark colors work. Okay, chat? When you're making a pride flag, and you're trying to, like, but let's use the Achillean one real quick. Like, it's a pastel blue, it's a light blue, it's a baby blue, and then you have a light green in the middle, and then, like, the little leaves on here are dark. It's a very subtle dark color, so it's not, like, taking up all of the attention, and it looks nice. It's a nice color scheme, like this blue and this green, perfect. Really good. It's just like I said earlier, the reason it's in like B tier, high B tier, is because like there are just some that are objectively better, and that's fine. But I think if you wanted to do a flag with like a little symbol in the middle, look to the Achillean flag for a reference. Don't look to this one. This one, it looks good. It looks alright. But the lime green, the pastel lime green, and that fucking, I don't know what flower that is, sorry, but the like dark raspberry colored flower in the middle throws the whole thing off. Make that like a pastel pink, and then have like this one with like little little leaves or petals, and like the leaves are like a dark purple. That would look nice. That would look cool. Or have like some like little lines of dark purple if you really wanted like that raspberry purplish color in there. Do that. That would have looked nice. Could have maybe even had like an outline of the dark raspberry color. That would have been cool. I think that would have looked nice. But the way it is right now, no. No. It's like the dark color, there's too much of it, so it clashes with like the lime green on the outside. Maybe you could have also made that like a dark green, and that would have looked cool, because then it would have been dark colors with dark colors, and it would have been fine. As it stands, high C. That's the most I can give it. I didn't even put it like behind these two, actually. We'll do mid C. Because, like, I feel like if this were the only flag that did, like, the little symbol in the middle, and this was the only frame of reference I had, it would be, like, maybe a low B tier, maybe high C tier. But as it stands, like, next to the, like, it doesn't feel like it should be on the same level as the Achillean flag at all. Because this one just does it objectively way better. I'm sorry, y'all. Some of y'all, I feel bad for some of y'all, because some of y'all flags I'm just out here roasting the shit out of. It must be done. You guys need to learn how to make good flags. And speaking of good flags, with a symbol in the middle, the NBN flag. Hang on. This one flip motion. S tier. Second S tier of the night. I love this one. I am envious of you guys. Y'all get some shit that looks like this. The gradient in the background and the little moon in the like moon shape in the middle. Perfect. Sorry, my phone just went off. Someone tried calling. Perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And they didn't go with like a super harsh color. I feel like some of these they like try to do with like harsh vibrant colors, and I get that because, you know, harsh vibrant, that's really cool looking. But this one, it just went like the gradient back here is nice. It's dark colored. It looks cool. It's kind of like Dead of the Night. And then like this light pastel yellow in here, and then like the white little circle right here. Oh my god. Eat that up. Eat that up. That's how you do a flag with a symbol in the middle. And screw looking at the Achillean flag and what you're trying to do. Look at the NBN flag. That is what y'all should be doing. Do more of that. That's what I want to see. More of this shit. That looks good. That's some shit right there. Like I said, I'm gonna get real passionate about some of these. Some of these need to be I need to be passionate about. All right, hang on, guys. Sorry about that. Moving on. The ephemeral flag. I'm gonna get the obvious joke out of the way. This is the French flag, but just get that out of your systems, and then we'll put it at. I gotta think about this one because I do like it. I just gotta think about where I've placed everything else and then decide how this goes in reference. Hey, Kwite. Alright, damn, Rick is Denmark. Denmark. I'm sorry. I'm laughing a little too much at that. That was too funny. That's fine. Anyways, totally not planning to take over Denmark. No. 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 Alright. So, yeah, gonna get the French flag joke out of the way. Bemerick, high C tier. Because it does remind me of the French flag, and I don't mind the French flag. I don't really have a problem with it. It looks nice. It looks nice for being really simple. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it mid B tier. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it like right here. Sounds good. Yeah, mid B tier. Let's do mid B tier. I think it looks nice. I think it looks good. I don't have a whole lot of complaints about it. I just feel like there are some flags that look objectively better, so it's not going any higher than this. It's like the definition of mid leaning towards good. It's very simple. It's very good for being very simple. I'll give it that. Nice flag. Mid B tier. Don't have a lot to say about it either. Moving on. Fray sexual, fray romantic. This flag being next to the gay male flag is throwing me off because I'm trying not to be too biased about this. We'll do low. We'll do like high B tier. High B tier flag. I like it. You are part French, yeah. And if it reminds me of the French flag, it's immediate S tier now. Imagine the French flag somewhere in here and I put it in S tier. Enough. Fray sexual, fray romantic flag. High B tier. High B tier. I like the blue. I feel like if this gray right here were just a little lighter, or maybe they had like a dark blue or something down here. Maybe. No, never mind. I think the gray works fine. Just like maybe a slightly lighter gray and it could have been like a little higher up on the B tier. Maybe low A tier. It's just that gray throws me off a little bit. I like everything else about it. I like the blue to like kind of cyan, but not too cyan. It throws you off, and then to the white. I think that looks really cool. I think that looks really good. But just this little gray bar down here throws me off a little too much. I feel like it should be something else. I said light gray, but I don't think a lighter gray would be good. I'm not entirely sure how I'd fix this, but I feel like something about it needs to be fixed. But it's high B tier anyway, so maybe like, don't fix what's broken type deal. It's like, shoot, you're high B tier, you could be one of these. You could just be low D tier. But you're not, so that's good. Anyway, like I was saying earlier, this flag, this flag, this flag, this flag considering that I didn't know about it for a size of time, high A tier. Like, undeniably high A tier. Like, teetering on low S tier. Actually, let me take a quick look around here. Actually, we're moving it, it's low S tier. It's a good flag. This shit looks nice, and I hate that it was hidden from me for years. Can't believe I was just using this whole time when I could have been using this for my characters. Like, look at it. Gay girls got it right. Of course. Y'all want to know why the gays keep getting stereotyped as good, like, designers? This is why, chat. This is why. Because y'all have the good one. Look at this shit. And the fact it's a seven stripe flag. That's hard to get right. And y'all got it right. Like, that's crazy. It's like the teal up here fading into the white, which fades into like just a straight blue. Oh my god. It's like the sea. It's like a deep blue sea. I love it so much. It's not even like the wrong shades of each, because I think the old gay male flag used to just be like color shifted from the sunset lesbian flag. So like the teal up here wasn't as teal as it was. And then somebody came in and decided, what if we just full send it teal? And everyone was like, shoot, we need a replacement anyway, because the last one was made by like, shit. I don't remember exactly what was wrong. I think it was like a neo-Nazi or something. I don't remember. But someone terrible made like the last one, so people were like, okay, let's make another one. And then they made it better. Then they just made it good. You cannot fuck this shit. You can't get better than this. Like, that's a great flag. It's just good. It's just good, chat. Moving on, I think this one right here, just the straight gay queer flag, the regular, the OG, the one that we've been using time and time again, just to the one that the straights, the only one the straights know. This one, I think, is a respectable C tier. It's not like the other C tiers, where like they could be B tier, but something's wrong with them. I just think it's a good, like, reference point. I think it's a good reference point, because if your shit looks worse than the OG flag, you've done something wrong. But if it looks better, we're evolving. And as you can tell, we're evolving. We are evolving. Granted, you know, it's the OG. There's going to be some bias in there. But in general, it's not bad. It's really vibrant. It's rainbow colors. You can't get that wrong. It's a respectable C tier. It's good. It's a good flag. Like, when you want to get specific, like if you have any of these flags, instead just default to this. Just default to this one. Just go ahead. Go ahead. Alright. Gender questioning. I saw another version of this flag a long time ago, and it was like an orange fade into a purple. And I did not hate that. I liked that one very much. I don't know where the hell this one came from. But this one is a low C tier. Low C tier. Because what in the actual fuck are the stripes here? What are these, like, little stripes in the middle? Why are those there? Where did they come from? And don't tell me the vexillology. I mean, whose idea it was. Like, who saw that? Who saw, like, the nice pink, and the nice purple, and the nice blue that was done pretty right, and then decided, let's just throw the primary colors in the middle of it. Just smack those little beasts in there. It looks like the Powerpuff Girls flew across it. Oh my god. That's wild, actually. That's crazy. That is actually an insane thing to say. Oh my god. Shoot. They got a yellow Powerpuff Girl now. I don't remember them getting that. But alright. That's so funny. Actually. But no, I just feel like remove those and then replace it with something else at the Vexillab that you can just like bullshit into the Vexillology, and it would have been good. But here, as it stands, no. 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 Absolutely not. Anyways, the gender Fae and the gender Fawn flags, for some reason these two have the same name. I don't know if they're like actually meant to be the same flag or if they just accidentally named one of them the wrong way. The episode where they rescue a squirrel and turn her into a Powerpuff Girl. Oh, I don't think I've seen. Wait, I don't think I've seen that one. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if these are meant to have like if these two are two separate ones or if they are the same one, just like alternate designs. Whatever, don't care. Doesn't matter. I'm ranking them. This one, solid mid B tier. I like it. Actually, I might move it up a little bit. Yeah, I like it. I like that it keeps the pastel thing. I like that it keeps that. Because some of these don't know how to do that, and this one does it pretty well. I like this one. But as biased as I am for like oranges and yellows and greens, I have to say this one goes higher. Hang on. I take it higher. There we go. This one goes high B tier. Because this shade of green going into like the slightly vibrant but still like pastel-esque kind of purple, that is how you do it. If you like squint your eyes at it, it looks like a flat, it looks like one of those like 90s, like, not loading screens, but like those synthesizers, I think. I don't remember what they're called, but like those like waiting screens where there's like a flat of purple land and there's like a sky and there's like a sunset going on or something. If you squint your eyes at this flag, that's what it looks like. And I love it. It's so cool. The lower ranked one gives me Gemini Day vibes. Of course, of all people, this would be the time to bring in Minecraft YouTube into the Pride flag ranking. It's okay, I was doing the same thing earlier. But I have to give it to this one. And then the gender fawn flag just below it. Because I like this color scheme. It reminds me of the Airways flag. This thing looks good. Actually, it's just I'm a little too attached to the purple going into like the green skyline because of how much it reminds me of like those retro looking screens. But I like the color scheme of this. I like this one. Actually, I think let me move these up. Actually, let me move these up. I like these. I think they're cool. And along with that, let's move this one up a little bit too. Not gonna put it in A tier, but it's gonna be a really high B. I like these flags. I think they're cool. I don't think they're S material, but I think they're very close. I think they're really nice. I like them. I would love to fly these around if I could. All right, we're getting away from the pastel ones. We're going straight back into the vibrancies of like the early, the like. I don't want to say first sexualities, but I want to say the first discovered sexualities and genders. The ones where like it was like the early 2000s and they were just deciding on these. And they just kind of decided that it was going to be super bright. We're going with the earlies, the OGs. We're going back to this real quick. For the gender fluid flag, this one, again, going to get the obvious joke out of the way. It looks kind of like the omnisexual one. We're going to get that out the window. Gender fluid flag itself, low B tier. I don't think the colors are bad. I just think that if they were rearranged, you could have done better. I think that's my problem with a lot of these, actually. It's just like, these look good. They look nice. It's just, why do you have that? Why do you have the black bar in the middle? Where did you get that? Like, just move that down one. You wouldn't even have to change, like, the vexillology either. You just move that down one, and then move the white bar up here up one. Then have, like, this pink fade into purple, fade into blue, and it would have been fine. But no, y'all were just like, just fucking put them in the middle, I don't care. Just slash it through the other colors. Fucking order of design. Where'd y'all get that from? Where'd y'all do with that? That's crazy. Why would y'all do that? There's no reason to be doing that. Except there is. Alright, moving on from that. Gender flux. Mixed opinions on this one. I think it's C tier, but it's high C tier. It's definitely not past the original gay queer flag. Hang on. It's definitely not past that one. But it's definitely lower than the rest of these, yeah. Because it would have been pretty okay. And then, like, it's like, okay, it kind of, like, the gray in here is kind of weird. But, like, sure, it works enough, I guess. And then there's just a random bit of yellow at the bottom. Where did you get that? Where did the yellow come from? You could have, like, did, like, the middle yellow. And then had, like, the fade from yellow to pink, and then the fade from yellow to blue. I think that would have looked really cool. But no, you're just like, shit, we gotta put yellow on this flag. Because of vexillology reasons or something like that. And then someone was just like, just fucking put it at the bottom. Just slap it at the bottom. Where'd you get that? Where did you get that from? I need to know. Because that does not look great. It just could have done anything else. Anything else. Alright, gender queer. It's another simple one. I think it's another low B tier. Or no, actually, it's high C tier. I think I put it like right here. It's simple. No problem with it being simple. But you went for lavender, split with white, and then olive fucking green. Like, where? How? How did you, where? It's another one of those where I'm like, where did you get that from? And I'm not talking about the vexillology, I'm talking like, you saw the meaning of one singular color, or you Googled the meaning of one singular color and were like, let me just put that in there, without thinking for a moment about how it would make your flag look. Get another flag. Get another flag. Because you're making me lose my mind. It's like, I don't want to change the lavender up top. I just think it could use a better green. I think like maybe the green from the diameric flag. Maybe that would look good. Hang on, let me imagine that real quick. Yeah, I think that would have looked fine. Maybe like a little darker, maybe a little more desaturated. Or maybe just like slightly darker, slightly more desaturated. No, not darker, but like slightly more, maybe lighter? I don't know how I'd fix the green here, but I just feel like it needs to be a different green. I feel like there should be a different green down there. I don't want to just like, the only way I feel like this could work is if I also change the lavender up here, but I don't want to change the lavender up here because I think that looks nice. I just think it's weird that it goes straight into olive green. I think the white bar in the middle does like a pretty good job of like helping this not be like a low C, high D tier flag. Because it kind of like separates the two. But I feel like that there needs to be something else. Something needs to change. Maybe if it were like a 5-line flag, it'd be a little better. Maybe. Maybe my problem is that it's not a five stripe flag. Maybe that's my issue. I'm biased towards like higher stripe flags, as you can tell. Ignore the asexual one, which I said would look better if it were a 5 tier flag. God damn it. Alright, gray gender flag. This feels like the pattern that you would put on the side of a sports car. This is on the side of somebody's very expensive, like fucking, or like a company logo or something. This is a company logo for like a repair shop that's like down your street and also in all 50 states, but there's only one of them in each state. And they're probably not that great at fixing cars, but they're an auto repair shop, so it's the best one you got. This one, high B tier. I think it goes like right here would be a nice place to put it. It's a little like compared to like all the other flags with like the brights and the pastels, it's a little dark, not gonna lie. But it does it well, I think. Like you have like the slightly light gray up here, and then like the white dividing into the blue right here, and then like the dark gray down here. I think it works really well. I think it's good. I like it. Again, it just feels like it doesn't go as high as some other flags might. Like actually, I might put it a little higher. I might put it like right here. Actually, right here. Right here feels good. Just because I feel like there are other flags that are better than it. But it's not a bad flag. In no way, shape, or form is it a bad flag. It's just there are ones that happen to be better. And that's okay, that's why we're ranking them. Generally, mid B tier. Feels like a good spot. It belongs there. Good job. Good job. These ones, the gray romantic and then gray sexual. These ones kind of make me mad. Because they're not bad flags. Until you put them next to the aromantic and the asexual flags. Or the demi-romantic and the demisexual flags. Like, once you put them next to those, they look stupid. They look so bad when you put them next to these. Because these ones do the purple and grayscale and the green and grayscale. They do it so well. And then you come down here, and it's a sandwich. I think like the dark, like the black right here to contrast like the dark green up here, and the black here to contrast the purple, and like all of these, that looks good, okay, that looks decent. These, take it out. They take out like the one thing that's holding all of it together and replace it with the color that's meant to be there. And it's like, you had a great example of a design. You had great examples. And you took those examples and you looked at them and were like, what's the one thing that makes them work? What's the, I don't want to say dichotomy, I don't think that's the right word. What's like the, what's the view? What colors? What is the scheme that makes it work? And somebody looked at those. Somebody looked at these flags and analyzed them and thought about them and was like, it's definitely not the black part. Somebody looked at those flags and was like, let's throw out the half of what makes it good and then replace it with the other half. No. You guys, just because of like how much that pisses me off, you get high D tier. Like, I know I said I was trying to do designs only, but the fact that you had the good examples right in front of you and you just completely fucked it up anyway makes me mad. You guys get low. You guys get high D tier, which is a privilege. Because you guys suck. I know I added an F tier, but we're not going to put these guys in there just yet. They don't piss me off that much. There's I think there's only like a couple flags that piss me off that much, but I don't think we're going to get to them for a while, so stay tuned for that. Giant asexual. Let's get the jokes out of the way. It's the Peter Griffin flag. Okay, it's Peter Griffin, Family Guy. The funny Family Guy reference. Yeah, we all know. Trust me, heard it before. It's really funny, but also stop. In general, mid D tier. Because what in the actual fuck were y'all thinking when y'all said, let's do pink, brown, and green in one flag? How? Like, first of all, where did y'all come up with that? And second of all, in order to come up with that, did y'all inject or snort? Because there's no way that anyone thought of that, looked at that, and was like, that looks amazing, that looks good. I'm sorry for y'all. I feel sorry that y'all gotta have that flag at a pride parade. Just like bring a rainbow one. Don't embarrass yourselves with ones like these. This sucks. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for y'all. Like, someone needs to remaster your flag. I'm sorry. Somebody needs to do it. Alright. Colorblind people. Oh my god. I'm so gonna get flamed for this. But the good news is that I don't have Twitter, so I think I'll be fine. I'll be perfectly fine. Don't even worry about it. And you wanna know something? The reason that flag is in mid D tier is because there's something worse. And it's this one. This one down here. Down here. What is this? Where did y'all... Okay, stop with the skin tone pink, okay? Y'all don't get to use that one anymore. Y'all don't get to use the skin tone pink anymore, because none of y'all, it always looks kind of like a person. So, throw that out. Don't need that. But then you have, like, the light pink and the light blue, and okay, that looks good, I guess. Could have just left the white here, and it would have been fine. Then somebody came into the office on, like, 2 bags of galaxy gas and was like, what if we just put red? What if there's just a red down the middle? Ew. Ew. And I cannot stress this enough. Ew. It would have been like maybe a high C tier flag. Maybe even like a high to mid C tier flag. It would have been fine. It would have been okay. And then you made the fucking, who was that? What was the guy from the X-Men? Was it one of the guys from the X-Men? The one with like the laser goggles, or the laser glass things? Somebody just decided, oh, it kind of looks like that. Let's keep it. Disgusting. Could have just left it as it was and it would have been fine. But then y'all just put like, and it's not even a pastel red. That's my biggest issue. It doesn't match with anything else. It's like if I squint, if I like spaced out hard enough, I could forget that the rest of the flag was there. There's just that one red ass line. Fuck that. Cyclops. Yeah. I think. I'm hoping you're right, Mama. I feel like Dad would know about the X-Men, but he's not watching the stream. So I'm hoping you're right. I'm hoping you like absorb the knowledge of the X-Men through him. But no, it doesn't look good. It looks like shit. Like take out the red line, and it would have been okay. It would have been semi-decent. I don't even know how to pronounce this one. I'm sorry to anyone that is this though, cause y'all got it bad. Y'all got it absolutely diabolical. Anyway, next up, the inclusive flag. This one, love this one. And I'm only putting it in low A tier because there are better ones. But this one, it works. It's a nice flag. You have like the rainbow colors and all that, and then you have like the black and the brown. Perfect positioning, by the way. The positioning of your colors matters. Let's put it this way. Where you put your colors matters, and it matters a lot. So to have like the black go into the brown, go into the blue, pink, and then white, perfect. Absolutely golden. And it's another example of like how to get a triangle on your design. Like if you want more colors and you want the triangle to have more colors, there you go, there it is. There, your example is literally the flag that everyone uses. And I think there was another inclusive flag that had like the white part of this triangle turned yellow and it had like the intersect circle in it. That one looks cool too. Because the yellow is still like close enough to white to be like, okay, it fades in, it looks good. I like it. I like this flag. And I'm so glad that I like this flag because this is the flag that everyone's going to be using. It's the flag for everybody. And it looks good. And I'm not embarrassed about seeing it. Like, that's cool. That's cool. Thank goodness. Thank goodness that y'all learned how to design a flag when we got to the one that everyone was going to use. Perfect. Thank you all. Alright, let's get back to it. Intersex flag. It's a really simple one. I like it. I think it's going up here. It's a B tier flag. Mid going to high B tier flag. It's nice. It's really simple, so there's not much I have to say about it. It's another example of like what to do when you have a symbol in the middle. Looks cool. Looks totally fine. And I think it's the only flag that has like just a plain circle in the middle. So, you know what? This is the cornerstone. If y'all want to know what to do when putting something in the middle of y'all's flag, look at intersex, look at endian. Just those two. Maybe like some other ones down the line that I've forgotten about. But this is how you do it. These look nice. I like these. Labour's flag. I know, chat, you don't have to tell me. I know the implications of this one. I know there's a reason why we don't use it. But objectively speaking, like totally based on design alone, this is an A tier. It's a low A tier because again, it's pretty simple. But it's an A tier. It's a cool looking flag, and it's a flag that I know I would have used if it weren't for the implications. It's just objectively cool. You have like the purple on the outside, and then like this black triangle in the middle, and then this fucking battle axe in the middle of the triangle. Like, that's cool. That's so cool. Good shit. It's good shit. And it makes me sad that nobody uses it. Or that nobody should use it. It's just an unfortunate circumstance. But objectively, speaking about design only, it's a low A tier. We cool on that? We cool on that. Now the actual lesbian flag. This one, high A tier. I put it up here, but high A tier. I love it. This one's also the sunset. We call this the sunset lesbian flag. Again, this was another one that was like the old flag was problematic, so people were like, let's make a new one, and then they knocked it out of the park. Just took it and ran with that bitch. This looks good. I like the orange. Orange at the top, immaculate. It's like kind of like reddish orange too. It's like a blood orange. Love it. Perfect shade of orange. Could not have done better myself. And then it fades into like the pink from the old flag. I only put it in high A tier because I think the gay male flag is just objectively better. And also this is the 5-stripe version, and I know there's a 7-stripe version. And I do like the 7-stripe version better. It's not here, unfortunately. But I think this is good. As it stands, this is a really good flag. Love this. We need to make more problematic flags so that then people can remake them and make them better. Because apparently y'all don't know how to do flags until y'all have to change them. I don't know what the pattern is. Alright. LGBT POC flag. Again, this is another one I don't hate. But I'd put it in low B tier, just because it's like already really close to this. I do like the positioning of the black and the brown stripe. Like, perfect positioning. Actually, I think I'm going to put it a little higher than the gender fluid one. Just because this is what the gender fluid flag should have done. The correct positioning of your colors. Like, this solves the problem that I had with the gender fluid flag. And that if you'd have just moved the white and the black to like the opposite ends, it would have been cool. It would have been fine. This one fixes that because it takes the black part and the brown part and it puts it up top, and it doesn't just randomly split it in the middle of the flag. It doesn't like just, oh, we gotta put black and brown in the flag. Well, just throw it anywhere. No, somebody was like, just kind of like moved it around a little bit and was like, oh, okay, up here looks good. And it does. It looks good. I like it. I like it as a flag. I just think there are others that look objectively better, but generally speaking, this is a good flag. Y'all go. Y'all go with this one. Take it and run. Alright. The Libra flags. I like these. They kind of remind me of the agender flag. I think like if they'd have just made like this part in the middle pastel, they would have been like as good, if not better. But I don't hate them. I think they are like mid B tier. I think here works well. Yeah, here works well. I'm gonna put these here, and I'm gonna put the Libra gender one like a little higher because I like I said earlier, I'm a sucker for gradients. Don't hate these. I like these. They're good. I just feel like if they were like more pastel in the middle, they could have been better. Or like changed the gray part right here to the same gray that like the agender flag has, and it would have been it would have been like A tier material. But it's mid B, and that's not too bad. Don't hate that. Do not hate it at all. The heterosexual flag. y'all know I'm a sucker for fire, so I'm putting this high A tier. I might put it like mid A tier. Yeah, it's mid A tier. Because it's almost perfect. It's almost like S tier material. There's just one problem, just one minor problem. It goes from white to black. When you have a gradient of red to orange to yellow up here, you have a comparison for what you can do, and you just went, okay, from white, cut it to black. All y'all had to do was put a stripe of gray right here, and it probably would have been one of my S tiers. But y'all didn't. Because y'all are shit at making flags until you have to remake them. So whoever made the lethrosexual flag, could you do something problematic really quickly so that people can remake this? Just real quick. Would you mind doing that? Would you mind disappearing from the internet or something? I don't know. Or I don't know, remake it yourself and popularize that, because this I like this. I really like this. I just think it's a missed opportunity for the little bottom part right here to not have a gray stripe in the middle. That could have been good. Could have been an S tier. But y'all only did that shit. Because y'all suck. But anyway, moving on. Yep, masking flag. I think this goes in the same tier as the ephemeric. I think it goes ever so slightly behind, just because I like the pink right here. The blue right here is not bad. I just like the pink better. But generally speaking, these two are on the same level. I think they're good. I think the black going to white, going to whatever color should be right here. Go ahead. Go on. Good flag. Good shit. Give yourself a round of applause. Go ahead. Anyway, moving on. Maverick. I hope that's how you pronounce it. This one, I like the orange and the yellow up here. I think it would go right here. Sounds good. Because it's a nice color schemes. I'm a sucker for yellows and oranges. Sue me. It's another one of those where it feels like it feels simple, but it's not bad. It's not a bad simple. It's a nice simple. I like this one. Not terrible. Nutois. If you had just done the same thing with the Maverick here, the white's in the middle, then you have a green on top, and I don't know, a dark green down here, that could have been cool, or a blue or something. That could have been cool. It's not nearly as good. I think it's low B tier. Yeah, down here seems fair. Candy corn color. I forgot to get the joke out of the way, chat. I forgot to get the joke out of the way, my bad. Candy corn flag. Alright, we all good now? Okay, we're moving on. I forgot to get the joke out of the way. Alright, whatever. The Nutois flag. Maverick can't. Nutois flag, solid low B. Could be better, but it could be worse. Could be this one. Alright. No finsexual and no minsexual. I'm probably going to group these together. They look good. Objectively speaking, they look good. I think I'm going to put them... I just don't know what the thing in the middle is for. It kind of throws it off. But not horribly. I feel like a low B tier is respectable. I like low B tier is respectable. Because the colors work. It's a nice color palette. I like it. The thing in the middle throws it off a little bit, but it's not awful. It's just there are flags that are objectively better and whatnot. I think I might put it in find a new plot, actually. And while we're on these, I'm gonna rank this one too because this feels like it's closer to these two. This feels like it should have been grouped with the other ones, but it wasn't because of alphabetical order. So we're just gonna group this one together, and I'm gonna put this one like down here because I feel like the vibrant colors throw it off even more. Like you had like this light colors, maybe a little vibrant, you know. The vibrant yellow doesn't throw it off too much because it's yellow, right? Here, kind of throws it off a little bit. The vibrant purple, it doesn't throw it off too much, but it throws it off enough. And like here, it feels like the blues right here are a border, and then the yellows right here just happen to be outside. Then it feels like the purple here is a border, and these happen to be inside, which is like the exact opposite of these. That also kind of throws me off. But that's okay. It's not terrible. There's just others that are objectively better. It's a mid flag. It's a mid. It's mid. Alright, non-binary flag. Going back to our roots, the OG flags that are vibrant and bright. This is the same goddamn problem that the gender fluid flag has. It's a good flag. It's a nice color palette. I like it. I like this flag. All you had to do was switch the yellow and the white. That's it. And it would have been like maybe high B tier. Or like maybe low A tier. But you didn't. You just threw it wherever you thought. Like somebody please redesign this. Somebody please redesign these flags. Because half of these, all you have to do is switch them around. Just take them and flip them. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's all you had to do. And you fucked it up. It's like when you go to flip a pancake, and then instead of folding it over or something, you throw it up in the air, and it does like 5 flips, and then it lands on the floor because you didn't catch it, because of course you didn't. You suck at cooking. That's what it feels like for some of these. It's just like you just got the order wrong. You had a perfectly good color palette, and you just did it wrong. Y'all need to fix this. Y'all need to fix this shit. That's it. That's all I have to say. It is. I think it is still better than the gender fluid flag, objectively. I just don't think it's good. Or it could be better. It could be better. Sorry. It could be better. All right. Omnisexual. This is a good flag. I think it's good. I think it's like right here. It is, without a doubt, a good flag. And the one thing I really like about it is that no other flag seems to do this. And if they do it, they don't do it well. But this one does. The black is in the middle, right? But then it fades into each color. The pink at the top and then the blue at the bottom. It fades into there. And it doesn't do it like all shoddily either. It goes from like black to a dark blue to a light blue. Black to a hot pink to a light pink. That works. That's good. Like most flags, when they do that, they'll have like the white in the middle and then they'll fade out to a darker color. No, this one does black to a lighter color and it looks good. This is how you do a flag. That's it. That's all. That's all. I like this one. I like how it reverses the scheme. Like you always have like the white in the middle fade into other colors. This one just black fade into other colors. That's so cool. I like that. That's creative. It's cool. Like it. Great. Cool. Let me catch my breath here, chat, 'cause I've been talking a lot. I have very passionate opinions about some of these. Oriented airways. It has the same problem. It has the same problem as the non-binary flag, in which all you had to do was swap the white right here and then put the color. Actually, sorry, no, I take that back. It's not terrible. Because I just realized the asexual flag does the same thing, and I was like, huh, wait, so why wouldn't the ace flag need to do that? It's because the black fades into gray here. Like the non-binary flag, it goes into purple for some reason, then it hits white. So then you feel like the yellow should be in the middle and the white should be outside. But this one, it fades from the black to the white with gray in the middle. So it's like an actual gradient, right? And then it has like the green at the bottom, and it's a nice shade of green. I quite like it. I think this goes... It definitely goes somewhere pretty high up in here. I think like right here is respectable. I like the color palette. I think it's nice. Yeah, actually I might put it like up here somewhere. Yeah. Right here. Right here sounds good. It's nice. It's a good flag. It's cool. And it's a nice color palette too. I quite like the color palette. Very nice. Alright, moving on. Pangender flag. I like this one. This is another good one. This is another example of what to do when you're making a flag. I think I'm going to put it like right here. Right here feels good. Because it's not the best. The yellow kind, it throws it off a little bit, but it's not enough to make it horrible. Like, it's a good shade of yellow to use. I'm a little tired. There's the white stripe in the middle, and then it fades into pink, and then there's yellow at the borders. I think that looks good. Because like, unlike the gender flux flag, where like I said the yellow was just kind of slapped in there, the pangender one, it has it on the borders, so it matches, and it's symmetrical horizontally, right? So it looks good. It looks like someone thought that through. Not the best, but definitely better than a lot of these. Definitely a bit better. Alright, moving on from pangender, pansexual flag. This one I used for a while, so I can say with confidence, it's not that great. It is definitely, it's not, okay, maybe it's not C tier. I'd be lying. Actually, no, it is. It's like, it's above this one. No, it's not. It's not C tier. I gotta kind of like compare it to everything else that's in C tier to decide whether it's like better or not. It's not bad. I think it deserves a spot next to the bisexual flag. Because the color scheme works. They're all really vibrant. It's all really nice. I just feel like there are some better colors you could have picked out. They work together. Objectively speaking, they work together. But I wouldn't want to carry this. It feels like there's something else I could have done. I think I saw a remake of it where it was a 5 and a 7 stripe flag, and I liked the gradient on that. So maybe if they did, maybe it's just me liking gradients again. But I think just like the cut from pink to yellow to blue, a little too much. It could have been a gradient. Or it could have done what the bi flag did and then have like the stripe in the middle like a little smaller. A little more thin, right? That could have been good. I think that would have been fine. But don't hate it. It objectively works. Good job. But I also think I could have done better. So it's in B. The paragenitors. I like these. They're not S tier, but they are so definitely low A. Can I move them up, please? Because I like how they did the gradient part. Because it looks like a laser. I'm gonna put this one a little lower because, like, the green, I don't even know if that's green, it looks like yellow, but it's emitting green light, so I don't know what that was about. Could have easily just done like a lighter green, or the darker green, sorry. But these two right here, great flags, great use of a gradient. So you have like the thin one, the thin dark color right here, and then it fades into white, and then there's like a gray border. It looks like a laser. That's so cool. Y'all get to carry around the fucking laser flag. That's cool. I wish I could carry around the laser flag. Actually, I'm gonna put them a little higher. It's a cool flag, chat. This is one of those flags where I'm like, I'm really envious. I'm envious of a lot of the flags, for reasons I'll get to later when I get to mine. But these ones, I wish I could carry these ones around. If there's any flag I wish I could carry around, it would be these ones. They're just so cool. You get the laser flag. That's awesome. That's amazing. And you get 3 different colors. You can get the purple one, you can get the red one, and you can get the green one. It's like when you go to the dentist and like you're finished with your checkup and they like ask you which color toothbrush you want. this is what that feels like. It's like, pick a color, any color, go ahead. That's so cool. Alright. Pivot gender. After just talking about a really cool flag and then going straight to a flag that is low C at best, it breaks my heart. But I don't like this flag. The gray is weird. The gray part is weird. Could have easily made that white and it would have been fine. That would have been totally cool. No, you made it gray. Okay, fine, whatever. Just, I guess you're gonna make the rest of it vibrant, right? No, you're gonna make it pastel. You're gonna make it pastel, but you're not gonna make the borders white. Okay, shoot. What are the colors in the middle? It goes from yellow, yellow, to pastel blue, to pastel red, to pastel yellow. The fuck do you mean? What kind of flag is this? It's like you just made all the wrong decisions, objectively speaking. It's like, oh shoot, we're gonna have gray, then we're gonna have pastel colors, and then it's gonna be yellow and blue and red and yellow. Who came up with that? I was like, oh yeah, the primary colors, they'll go together nicely. Not like this. Not like this at all. Not even like objective, like just straight, no. You're low C tier at best. The only reason I wouldn't put you in D tier is because the D tier ones are objectively worse. So we're gonna leave you where you are at C. You'll be fine. The polyamorous flag. This one kind of pisses me off. Kind of. Only kind of. Only slightly. Because I think the colors work. But I think the order in which they are, and the random black bar in it, is not helping. And then, you want to, like I was talking about earlier, like you want to have a symbol in the middle, look at the Killian flag, look at the Envian flag, like those are some good flags that have a symbol in the middle. Maybe don't look at the Labrys flag because it's a nice symbol in the middle, it looks cool, but that's mostly just because of the battle axe thing. Like, the triangle thing, it could use some work, sure. Why, of all and any symbols you could possibly think to put on the polyamorous pride flag, you put pi? And then I looked this up. I looked this up last night with my brother. You want to know what we found out? The reason they have pi in the middle of the polyamorous flag is because it's the Greek letter P. That's it. No other reason, no other rhyme, no other like cool symbolism. Like here, I don't remember what the flower is or if it's lettuce or whatnot, but I remember there was like some cool symbolism behind it. The M being one with the moon and whatnot, yeah, sure, there's something behind that. I know that for sure, I just don't remember what they are. Like, even the even the diamoric flag it's like, that flower in there's got to symbolize something. It's probably like, love for women and whatnot. Something like that, right? No. It's just put pi. Just put the letter P because it stands for polyamorous. Isn't that cool, guys? We used a Greek letter. Isn't that so funny and like fucking? Isn't that so relatable, chat? It starts with a P, and so we put the Greek letter of P in the flag. That's so crazy. That's amazing. That's so great. That's so cool. Bro. Oh. I know I said I wasn't ranking them on the vexology, so I'm not gonna go too far into that because I'm trying to rank them based on design. But the pi flag, the polyamorous pi flag, it gets a whopping low C tier. I think maybe I'd move it up a little bit. Just because it could have been so much better. But somebody decided not to do that. That makes me mad. It's like some of these, you didn't have a good concept when you started. That's fine. You didn't have a good idea what you were doing while you were doing that, and that's sure, why not? But you have a good idea in front of you. You have a great idea in front of you. And then you take it, you put it in the shredder, you take it out of the trash bag that it goes into when you put it through the shredder, you put it in the blender, and then you turn on the blender, and then you do that for a little while, and then you dump it out into like a food processor, and then you do that for a while, and then you throw it out onto the table, and then you're like, there it is. Somebody make another poly flag. Y'all need a new one. I'm so sorry about y'all. Oh shit, I'm looking at chat. This is gay. It sure is, buddy. It sure is. Nothing more queer than ranking pride flags based entirely on their design. And then getting mad because one of them just has the pi symbol in the middle. And it's not the only reason I'm mad. But it's just I get irreversibly angry when there's a good idea and then someone just butchers it to the highest degree, and it's like, how? How did you do that? My first question is how, and then my second question is why? Why? This could have been a good flag. It could have looked nice. And then someone was just like, put the pi symbol on it. Fuck it. Okay. Alright, buddy. Alright, moving on. Next one, polygender. I like this one. I think this one's fun. It's hard to transition from like complimenting a flag when you've been like insulting one for the past like 10 minutes or so. But the polygender flag gets, I'd say, like a pretty high B tier. I think a pretty respectable B tier. Like the black and the gray being up here is like kind of like the black and the brown up here in the POC flag. I think it's nice. I think like that's a perfect positioning for like a little fade in like that, and then it goes like the blue to the yellow to the pink. I think it's pretty good, and it's some nice colors to be using too. Like the blue and the yellow and the pink here, they complement each other, and it's nice. It's a nice flag. I like it. Polysexual flag. This one goes next to the pansexual. Because let's get the obvious joke out of the way. It's the pan flag. Okay, got it out. Great. I think the pink and the blue here work pretty well. I think it's just like a little more above these two, just because like the shade. You don't think anything's wrong with like the pan flag and how it works. Actually, I'm gonna move it back down here because I think the bi flag with its colors works a little better, just a little bit. But the pink right here, the blue right here, then the green right here, that works. That works really well. I like that. Not terrible. It's just there are others that are better. It's the only reason it's not going any higher. Cool. Homosexual. This one, I like this one actually. This one feels like a high A tier. Yeah, we're gonna put this one like, shoot, right here. It feels like it goes right here. I like the pinks. I like the pinks, and then like the cut to purple in the middle. It doesn't throw it off. Like it doesn't throw off the gradient. It's just kind of like there to catch your eye for a little bit, and then it goes back to the gradient. I like that. I think if you want an example of how to interject a gradient that isn't like grayscale, this is it. This is how you do it. This looks fine. I like this one. Mid A tier. Leaning towards higher. We have a lot of leaning towards higher A tier though, so it looks mid, but it's going up there. Queer platonic. This looks very similar to the polygender flag, which is why it's going in a pretty similar place. I think I like it a little better because of the brighter colors. Like the brighter colors kind of like clash a little bit with the darker ones down here, but that makes it like kind of good in a way. I like this one. I think this one's nice. I feel like if you'd swapped around the yellow and the pink, it could have been a little better, but probably not by much. Probably like would have moved it from here to like somewhere right here. Probably wouldn't have done much for it. Sometimes the order like really matters, and then sometimes it kind of doesn't. But it matters all the same. Order your flags, people. Put your flag colors in order, because otherwise you turn from like maybe a good A tier to a low B tier, like these two right here. Order your flags. The order of the colors matter. Alright. Quadgender, quasexual. I'm only going to do these together because they look pretty similar. Not great. I don't really like them. I think they're mid C tier. I think that right here sounds good. As for the quadgender one, don't hate it. This one's definitely objectively worse. Like I actually think I'm gonna put this one like right here. But this one, black bar in the middle. Okay, cool. The green just outside of it. Okay, all right. And then the cut to blue, kind of weird. Not awful, but it definitely could be better. These colors do not mix with each other well. It sucks. But it's not the other one, which, again, like I keep saying, the order of your flags matter, but also the colors do too, because this one sucks. Okay, alright, you got the blue and the green from this one, sure, you got the black from that one too. Where did the gray come from? And why is it there? Because it doesn't make it look good. It doesn't make it look good. It makes it look like shit. Shit looks like shit. It's like, it's a color problem, and it's an order problem. And it's not even like a hue problem, it's just straight up a color problem. Get better colors. Get a better color scheme, or do it better. Just do it better. Just do a good, do a color scheme better. Because this green and this blue, it could work out if you'd have done it right, which you didn't. So whatever, sure, cool, whatever. We're super romantic, or super sexual. Low beach here. This is another case of order your damn flags. Put your flags in color order. I swear to God. Because the white and the lag is suddenly being thrown at the bottom here. It looks weird. It looks weird. Like this kind of had like a semi like decent gradient going on with like the pink, the hot pink, the light pink into the green, and then like the white down here could have gone like a gray or something. Or what you could have done is you could have put the light colors up here, and then it slowly fades into darker colors, and then it ends with black. That could have looked semi good. That could have looked okay, or a little more okay-ish. They're not bad. I like the color schemes. It's just another case of put your flag stripes in order. I cannot stress this enough. If you have lighter colors, put them at one side, and then when you have darker colors, put them at the other. Don't just slap stripes in there. That's stupid. It looks dumb. Okay? And I say it looks dumb, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it looks alright. Like, I don't mind flags like these. Like these two, right? I don't mind flags like the asexual one where it just kind of has the purple up there. But that's mostly because it's a gradient up top and then it throws a color in at the bottom. So it's fine, right? Like, if you have an ongoing gradient and then you kind of cut it with a color at the bottom or at the top or wherever it ends, that's okay. I think that looks alright. But if you cut it off with two colors and there's not even a gradient to begin with where there could have been one, you need to upgrade your flag skills. You need to upgrade flag skills. Or if there's no gradient, don't just cut it in. Figure out where your colors need to go. And then we can talk. Alright? Alright, chat? Alright. Sapphic flag. This one is like on the same tier as the Achillean flag. I think it looks fine. I think it's a pretty like decent example of what to do. I think I'm going to put it a little lower because it looks like there's a lot of colors in that symbol below. Not too big of a fan of like putting so much detail into that when the little flower right here is like really simple. But nice color scheme. It looks fine. It's a great example of what to do when you want to put a symbol in the middle. Perfectly fine. Like that one. South African pride. Don't hate this one. I don't hate it. I think it gets, like, it's up here. I think I'll put it right here. I like the, like, little triangle shapes right here. I think it's, like, part of the South African flag. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's really cool. I like that. That's neat. And then just the rainbow in the background, just chilling, vibing. It's all symmetrical. It all looks good. I don't hate that one. I do actually really like it. It's another case of there are just flags that are like objectively better, so it can't go any higher than that. But if like half of these flags didn't exist, it would be higher, you know? It's another one of those. Alright, we're gonna rank Toric and Trixie together because I think that they should have been together anyway. It's just, you know, alphabetical order that was stopping them. Don't even worry about that. The Toric flag, solid B tier, a high B tier, a very respectable B tier. I like it. I like this flag. I think it looks cool. I'm going to put it right here. But the only reason it's not getting like a good higher ranking is because the Trixie flag does it better. It just does. Like, the purple fading into like the blue into the green is like kind of awkward. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little janky. It looks good. It looks good on its own. But then you put it next to the Trixig flag, and it's like, this is like good. This is really good. Like purple going into like this pinkish, and then that goes into orange. That is a sunset. That's good. That's so good. It's so nice. I love it, personally. Good shit. It's good shit. I need to take a deep breath for this. I'm gonna rank the transgender flag first, because I have so many words for these two flags right here. I'm gonna rank the trans one. I like it. It's simple and it works well. The colors work. It's nice. It's a solid A tier. Probably not like as high as some of these. I'll put it like right here. I like right here feels respectable, like a mid A tier. It's good. It's a good flag. I have a very, very personal gripe with these two. These flags right here. Specifically this one, because this is my flag, right? This is the flag that I have to carry around with me. This is my flag. I will not hate on any flag as much as I will hate on the trans mask and trans flag flags. I will never hate anything else that you could possibly do as much as I hate these two right fucking here. And you cannot convince me of anything else, because I have to carry this shit around. This is the bullshit I get. It looks like dog ass. I'm gonna focus on the trans mask one, but most of these problems apply to the trans femme one as well. You have like this bright blue, and it kind of like fades in to this baby blue, and I'm like, okay, sure, alright, go ahead. Then it just cross cuts to fucking pink. Not even like a light pink, no, bright, vibrant fucking pink. Same problem applies to the trans femme. You go from like a pink, and then it's a gradient to a light, and then smacks you right in the face with a vibrant baby blue. Where did you get that? Where? In all of the thoughts that any of you could have possibly processed, could any of you come up with this and then put it on paper and then look at it and just look at it and then think, wow, that's a great flag? No. This is the shit I have to carry around. I hate this. In fact, we're just gonna... I'm changing the category name because these are the only flags that are going in here. I hate these. Actually hate these. Couldn't hate them anymore. I only have one saving grace, and it's that somebody made an alternate version that I would personally put at like a high A tier. Let me pull these up for you guys. Let me see if I can find them again. This right here. Look at this. We could have had this. I don't know who decided on this one, but whoever did, get out. Get out of my sight. It is on site. If I find you, it is on site. Never show me this one. But this one, whoever made this one, couldn't thank you anymore, because this looks cool. It's the black at the bottom, and it goes to dark blue, to light blue, to white. That's cool! That's so fucking cool! Why didn't you guys popularize this? Why did we decide that this was gonna be the one that we were gonna all use? Who decided on this? This looks like shit. I hate this. I hate this one. I hate it with every fiber of my being. And I am so glad that I found this one because I'm using this one and none of you are going to tell me otherwise. I'm not touching this one with a 10-foot pole ever again. You get it out of my sight. I hate all of you. I hate that that was the one you decided to make. Cannot believe you people. I can't believe you people. I can't believe you guys would do that to me. You all suck. I have been waiting for so long to say all of that. Shit flag. Shitty ass flag. Hate it. Hate everything about it. Hate everything about it. And I think the worst part about it, I know I keep saying that I'm not going to go into vexillology, but the worst part about it, it's not even all inclusive. Neither of them are all inclusive, actually. Like, you could argue that the gradient was meant to be, but the other one, it's like clear. The white and the black could be the all-inclusive, and there's like the gradient in the middle. And it's like, you may appear masculine or you can appear other. Totally fine. Go ahead. Do what you want. These ones, pink and blue. That's all you get. That's it. But anyway, rant over. Rant over. I hate this flag. I hate everything about it. Hang on, I gotta... Can I hit ignore on this thing? No, I can't. Just gonna have a red squiggly line, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Trigender flag. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to a flag that gets immediately put in D tier because it looks like shit. You have a green in the middle. You have like this purple on the outside and this shaded pink. Just get a darker color in the middle. Like, I feel like it could have been good if something else was done to it, but just that green's throwing me off. I don't know what to tell you. Really don't know what to tell you. Could have done something better with that. Moving on. Two-Spirit. It's literally just this flag, but with something over it. But I'm a sucker for there being something over it, so I'm just gonna put it in low B tier. Don't hate it. It doesn't look bad. It's just there's not much else done to it. So this one, it's just like minor improvement. Sure. Be a little more specific. Go ahead. Victory over AIDS. The same thing with this one. Not much done to it. An extra color. I think that's all right. We're gonna put it. Actually, I'm gonna put both of these next to these ones. I'm gonna put them up here. Because like all of these are definitely worse than these. Not gonna lie. And then finally, the xenogender flag. This one's going. It's definitely going in A tier. I like it. I think like a mid A tier is respectable. I think like, I don't know, right here. Right here sounds fine. Yeah, right here. It's nice. It's another example of like how to do a symbol in the middle of your flag. Like, and there's like, and again with the black gradient that I was talking about in omnisexual, but also done better because it's a 7. No wait, hang on. Yeah, no, it's a 7-stripe flag, right? And it goes like the black in the middle and a darker blue, and then it goes to the lighter blue. I like that. I like that one very much. And the symbol in the middle doesn't throw off anything either. It's like a little triangle. I like it. It's cool. I like that one. And with that chat, that's the Pride flag tier list based entirely on design and not anything else. Because I said I wasn't, I did mention the vexillology like once or twice, but I didn't rank it based on that. I just kind of brought it up because it felt like it was needed. But in general, these are all designs, all design based. My ranking of how cool they look. And that's it. That's the entirety of the list. That's it. We're all done, chat. And it only took us 2 hours. 2 hours to complete this. Hooray! We're all done, and I'm tired, and I gotta go to my grandparents' house later. But that's fine. We'll live, chat. We'll live. But anyway, I'm gonna save this thing. Probably gonna like post it into my group chats and stuff. Whatever. That's the list. So I will be seeing you guys. I haven't scheduled any more streams yet, but we will be getting to those. I think that's it. Really. I'll probably be doing more of the survival world next week. Might like stay away from streaming so much when the holidays come around. But we're not there yet, chat. We're not there yet. Still got a little bit to go. So thank y'all for stopping by. Hopefully this was entertaining. If y'all like this, I can do this again. We can do it with we do a different tier list. I know I did mention like maybe a mint chocolate tier list, but I could probably just do like a candy in general. But I feel like also it would be more fun if I had like the candies to try while I was doing something like that. So y'all want to see that stream? Let me know. You know, just like comment down on something. I don't know. Might put up another poll for like what we should stream at some point. Y'all can vote on that. Yada yada. Whatever. We're done here. Drink water. Have food. Like eat dinner. Have a snack or whatever time zone you're in. Whatever applies to that. But definitely drink water. I'll see y'all in the next stream.